Anyway, we left there, and I tended to come in, and we would refit the boats for a very short time. That's when I got on the job. Now the job was a fairly new submarine. It was the Bolero class. This is the Gator class. Out in the Silversides. But the Bolero class, the big difference was that it had a thicker pressure hull, and we could go dive deeper. We were tested at 600 feet and for our depth. Anyway, I went on as a fireman, which is about the low classes you can get, and we made our regular test dives out of there, and then we started our war patrol. But as soon as you're on a war patrol, as soon as you leave port, the boat would dive, which means that they would double seal every hatch. The only way you could get topside would be from the control room to the conning tower, to the bridge. That's the only way you could get topside when you went out. They took down the colors and the system. And so we left there, and we headed north. We went through Lombard Straits up into the Java Seas, where every submarine was assigned a station, which would be a certain part of the Japanese shipping range, which we would operate on. The crew was divided into 3 sections. So one section would be on deck on watch at all times, and the other 2 would be off. Now, they did not have enough bunks for everybody on the boat, so the ones of the lower rank would have to share bunks. They called it hot sackers. They would assign 2 bunks to 3 men. Well, 1 man would be on watch, and so the other 2 would always have a bunk. But when you got off of watch, you come on, the other guy just got on, the bunk would be still hot, but that's the reason it was a hot sack. Anyway, we operated there, and we would in Java Sea there. And our first contact were wingmasts. But the second one was a small freighter, and we sunk with torpedoes. Well, after we sunk it, our skipper got on the speakers and said that when he would ride on the train going to New London to take command of the job, well, he was sat with a gentleman. They told me he was taking command of the submarine. The gentleman pulled out a bottle of old granddad's whiskey and said, I want you to sink this the first time you sunk the Japanese ship. Well, now, I don't think the skipper wanted the story to be told because he was sorry after. Anyway, he told us that, and he broke out this bottle. He said, I'm going to drink some, but I'm going to put it out, and there's a couple more bottles, and each one could have 1 drink. Well, that didn't happen. When they did that, they drank that bottle real fast, and everybody that had a bottle in the locker drank them up. Before long, the other crew that was not too good shape. So we went down, we sat down on the bottom, and that never happened again. Until the crew was ready to go again. Anyway, we finished that patrol, and we ended up in Subic Bay, which is just not too far from Manila. And but you see, a submarine tender was actually a submarine base. When the tender could do a complete refit on the submarine, like the Subic Bay, when they took the Philippines, they pulled a couple of tenders into Subic Bay, and they had submarine bases there, so we could go in there and get a refit. I know 2 other guys where they had a R and R on the base, and these two other guys, we hitchhiked to Manila from the airplane. We went there for a couple of days. By the way, we went right by where the Bataan Death March was. We didn't see much of it, but we just went by and where it was. We finished up there and reset and went back on our next patrol. On the first patrol, I stood lookout watch all the time. And then on the second patrol, I got from my regular duty. I was on the auxiliary crew that stood the air manifold watch. Well, we went out there and Pickens was small then. There wasn't much, the major trade merchant ships was all very strong. And we had to go close to shore and get the small ones that they were hauling. Because some of them we just sculled the open skulls being pulled by tugs. We'd sink the boat and sink the tugs too. But anyway, we got, we was operating with the forehead, and let me see, it was August 6th of 1945, when the forehead went down. The last submarine that went down and went dropped a carrier bomb. And August 7th, they caught us on the surface, dropped 2 bombs, just doubting us, and that was the closest call. We've been depth charged before, and never had anything as close as that. And that August 6th, I believe, when we dropped the first atomic bomb on Hiroshima. But anyway, that was then August 15th. We got the ceasefire. We would submerge, we surfaced in the morning and or at night, I should say. We surfaced that night, and the skipper was about 10 minutes after we had surfaced. Skipper's first come over to put up the ship's light, fly the colors, the war is over. So that was it. Now the skipper used to write poetry when he was in War Patrol, it was kind of quiet. And he wrote a poem about the bomb being dropped. And I'd like to read that to you. Especially one. A submarine cruised through the Java Sea in search of the enemy. Where can he be? We have the advantage over dangers afar. With no worry, we have radar. The topside is manned by men we can trust, the sunbathing bridgewash dreaming of love. The skipper soon heard an alarming sound and looked up to see to Mekon's throng. The day-old snapped to the shifting gears as shiny black bombs just cleared our shields. And as lookout saw the bomb flash from his station, he made a dash. The skipper was bumped, but got no scratch, and that mad wild scramble for the hatch. Too late to traffic was certainly no fun, but this times like this it can be done. The hatch is small, confined and round, but 2 at a time they tumbled down. The explosion of the bombs nearly ended our day, but we didn't prevent radar from having his way. The routine report adding confusion to the file, all clear on the radar to every scale. You can depend on our radar, tested and true, but many men in heaven will differ from you. Lucky we were the bomb fixed in mark. Tense moments of waiting, the hours look dark. Quick clicking and acting by the crew we all know drove the sub out of danger to safety below. The OOD remembered the job incomplete, sounding the diving run at 70 feet. Approaching calls and yet there was no share. They are tough on the nerve, and silver as the hair. True, the experience full of wisdom we learn, but to me, what a hell of a way to live. Morals of the story for those who forget, the bucks are for dreaming, the bridges for not.